Ungela ka-PS News la ozothola khona zonke izindaba ezenzakalayo emhlabeni kanti ungakhohlwa ukushaya subscribe ukuze ungaphuthela izo zonke izindaba ezenzakalayo.
Engicela noma umbuzo ke uthi ubuzwe la enkantolo ukuthi uchazele ukubonana la esithombeni. Kungani ke usuchaze lokho wena owacela uBrigadier Gininda? Ngisephendula ke uthi umshushisi ungicelile ukuthi ngichaze ngalomuntu ongabisandla sokudla la esithombeni.
So please, let's understand each other, and I don't want it that there should be this runway thing, the to and fro between me and you. I was listening you very well. In your description of photo number 48, which is the reason why I actually said, let us start with photo number 38. That description that you gave came out of your own volition. The prosecutor never said, in respect of photo number 48, never said, can you then please describe what you are seeing in photo number 48? Out of your own volition, you said, photo number 48, this is what and what and what and what I see. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do understand.
Then why are you then...
Ngiyakuzwa ke futhi kuyiqiniso ukuthi ngiyiphendulela noma ngiyikhulumele mina engangibuzanga kumshushisi kwaba yimina oyichazelayo ukuthi ngibonane ku photo 48.
Then why are you saying it is the prosecutor in photo number 48 who requested you to describe the person that you're seeing on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side of the photo?
He has been doing the same thing with other photos. For he wanted me to do the same with the rest of the photos.
Bekuyinto ebekade yenza ngezinye izithombe ngakho ke ebefisa noma ebefuna ke ukuthi ngazo zonke izithombe ngichaze ngaleyo ndlela.
So he has always been saying to you, can you please describe the person that you're seeing on the right-hand side of the photo?
Not always. I was advised to do so by him.
Abengasukuthi njalo nje kodwa ke indlela ke angiceleke noma athe angenze ngayo.
What did he say you should do, sir?
I don't know. What is counsel aiming at? What is the purpose of this line of without interfering with his cross-examination? What is the point that counsel is trying to make with the greatest of respect?
Yes, sir. As it please the court, my lords. I'm not so sure whether I need to say or answer a question about what is the purpose that I hope to achieve with this cross-examination. It's about credibility. I'm well positioned to ask this witness on the evidence that is a standard in order to test his credibility. I'm not so sure whether I need to proceed.
No, proceed.
As it please the court. Is that what my colleague, Advocate Baloyi, said? That you should always describe the person who's appearing on the right-hand side of the photo?
Not the person.
My colleague was in court. If there's anything that he wants to put, he can put to the witness. I don't know why should he inquire from the witness how the state led the witness. If he wants to put a version, by all means let him do so, but what is the purpose of him asking the witness to regurgitate how the state was leading him?
Well, he says it's a question of credibility.
Sir, let me clarify this. In your answer, you are saying it is the prosecutor who has always been requesting you to describe the person who's on the right-hand side of the photo, not so? That's your answer, not so?
Wena kwimpendulo yakho konikezile ukuthi indlela umshushisi asho ngayo kwenako ukuthi hlala nje njalo uchaza umuntu lona ke okwisandla sakho sokudla esithombeni.
That's true.
Kuyiqiniso lokho.
Now the question is, did he say that you should describe the person who's on the right-hand side of the photo in all the photos that you have just described?
Not only the person on the right, some on the left, some in the middle. Yes, he has always been asking me to describe the same person.
Akusuke ukuthi-ke umuntu okusandla sabo sokudlala ngesikhathi ukusandla sabo kunxele noma uma phakathi kwendawo uma phakathi nendawo kodwa-ke bengicela nje ukuthi ngichaze umuntu oyedwa.
Thank you. On photo number 48, you're saying there are dreadlocks on the person who's on the right-hand side of the photo. The gentleman is wearing some whitish clothes there, not so? That was a description of him.
Yes, that's true.
Yebo ngishilo ukuthi lona-ke okusandla sabo sokudla kulesi sithombe unama-dreadlocks.
Where do you see dreadlocks? Where are they?
On his head, the dreadlocks there.
Ekhanda kuyena kunama-dreadlocks lapha.
Why do you say there are dreadlocks there?
I see there's what is called this? There's lines on his head there.
Ngiyabona-ke ukuthi kunama-lines akhona kuyena ekhanda.
Come again? You see there are lines in his head.
Should I say the hair is not
I
light?
don't know what you should say. I'm asking. You said there are there lines in his head.
Yes.
Yebo ngisho kanjalo ukuthi kunemigaqo noma kunama-lines ekhanda kuyena.
Sir, may you kindly go nearer to the picture and demonstrate specifically to this court where those lines are, so that the court can also be able to follow.
Let's see here.
Uyabona lapha, ngiyabona. Khomba-ke ekhanda.
So on the basis of the fact that you are saying that that picture is depicted there indicates that the person that you've pointed out has got lines in his head. As a result, he therefore has got dreadlocks.
Yes, it's dreadlocks.
Yebo ama-dreadlocks.
And you are basing that on the basis, and you are basing that on the fact that you are saying it has got lines in his head.
Because I can see it's dreadlocks. I was just trying to elaborate so you can maybe understand. It's
Kungoba
dreadlocks.
ngiyabona ukuthi ama-dreadlocks bekuthi nje bese ngichaza kabanzi-ke ukuze uzongizwa.
Are you a hair specialist, sir?
I'm not a hair specialist either.
We are where we were yesterday. I really don't see the purpose of this cross-examination. We are dealing with real exhibit. There's exhibit. I don't know what is counsel now trying to dispute.
Yeah, you know what? Let's be fair. This gentleman on the right,
Yes.
that's not the only picture of his image in exhibit A.
Yes.
We all know that. If you go to exhibit 47, for instance, he appears there. If you go to exhibit, there's no magic here. You can see there are images of this gentleman starting from the beginning, going that way, and you chose to start at the end. Are you with me?
That is how I intend to test this.
Okay, you see, no, let's just be fair. Answer. I can see images which start from the beginning of persons who are alleged to have dreadlocks. You can put it to the witness that those are not dreadlocks. You're entitled to do that. He says he sees dreadlocks. Now you're asking him if he's a hairdresser.
My Lord, on the basis of what the court has just said, is it not for a witness to say, I've already had a view of this person in the previous pictures. I therefore assume that in this same picture, he still has, or he still looks like the very same picture that I've seen initially. Is it that not for a witness to say that?
You remember when before we started with these proceedings, all your colleagues and myself, we read a passage from a 1927 case. You remember? R versus Hepworth.
Yes, madam.
Yeah, please. I don't have to read it. Get to the meat of the cross-examination.
In terms of R versus Hepworth, madam.
Yes.
R versus Hepworth, this says the court should be able to I mean, the court should not just be an armchair critic and a couch potato. Should, when necessary, get into the arena and clear issues that are not clear. Yes, that's how I understand R versus Hepworth. But nonetheless,
Wait. Let the lady fetch that book. Otherwise, we're going to... Hello? In my chamber, that's red book. No? Let's read that for all our information.
so in the meantime,
Yeah,
I should-
let's say, because I may be wrong. I may be wrong.
yes, madam.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I understand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you can take the judgment.
I can perhaps quickly read it in the meantime.
You've got that.
As
Have you got the citation there?
yes,
Is it in full?
it's R versus Hepworth, 1928 AD 265 at 277. The court said the particular responsibility resting on the presiding officer when dealing with, well, it refers to an unrepresented accused as being repeatedly stressed in the judge.
That is a subsequent elaboration on
Yes.
the original.
Yes, it says,
I'm sorry. Let's read that.
yes,
Because there they are dealing with an unrepresented accused.
accused, yes, but they elaborate further this on the writers and say the basic principle is simple and tried. The presiding officer must see to it that justice is done. Often more is required of the presiding officer than merely correct adherence to procedural prescriptions. The Constitution now also contains the all-embracing injunction that a criminal trial must be fair. It is improper for the court merely to ask the other accused whether they confirm what the other accused said. But yeah, this is in the context of an unrepresented accused.
Yeah, that's I'm aware of it. It's an incantation of that 1928 case. But specifically, it's in pursuance of an accused person who is not represented. But the citation we all read together, all of us, relates to even counsel.
Yeah, perhaps here's the relevant portion. A criminal trial is not a game where one side is entitled to claim the benefit of any omission or mistake made by the other side. And a judge's position in a criminal trial is not merely that of an umpire to see that the rules of the game are observed by both sides. A judge is an administrator of justice. He's not merely a figurehead. He has not only to direct and control the proceedings according to recognized rules of procedure, but to see that justice is done.
The relevant page, by the way, is what, 270?
One I was reading from is 277.
277. Ah, yeah. Okay. Sorry, just bear with me because we all read this. We must all appreciate it together.
I can read another portion.
No, just wait a bit. Can I have that citation? Because here I can't really interfere with this pages.
Well, it's 1928, Appellate Division, 265.
So it's page 265.
Yes.
That's what it's. You see this book? It was printed during Paul Kruger's time. Okay, just read that one. You see what has happened? Somebody came and interfered with the book. The pages are now. Just read it from there. We all know what we want to hear. But when Mr. Advocate Nisi.
I've heard the citation, my lord.
Yeah, no, but you didn't mention some of the things in the citation.
Oh, okay.
One of the aspects, they say a party must not be taken advantage of. You remember that one?
Yes, my lord.
No.
Yes.
And another thing is,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think Mr. Baloyi is struggling to find it because it's right at the index now, or at the pagination, or at the content. I don't think it is there.
No, I was looking at something else, my lord.
You were looking at something else, my lord, not Hepworth. But nonetheless,
Yeah, okay, we can continue.
yes,
Well,
yes,
we all know what you should do.
yes, yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's continue.
I'm actually in line with what Hepworth is saying. I'm not trying to take advantage of this witness, man. It's what I'm doing is only induced by the responses that I'm getting from him. Because in one sentence he says it is my colleague Mr. Baloyi who requested him to describe the man in the right. And then in the same line he's also referring to Mr. Kininda.
Okay.
Yes. But nonetheless,
Okay, let me read. I found it at last in this jumble thing.
please the court.
Yeah. Yeah, in this matter, Rex versus Hepworth. Kerr Lewis, as he was then, said this: a criminal trial is not a game where one side is entitled to claim the benefit of any omission or mistake made by the other side. And a judge's position in a criminal trial is not merely that of an umpire to see that the rules of the game are observed by both sides. A judge is an administrator of justice. He is not merely a figurehead. He has not only to direct and control the proceedings according to recognized rules of procedure, but to see to it that justice is done. Okay. Yeah, it's enough.
Thanks, Manas. Say, let me put yourself at ease. You know the gentleman that you have just identified, the gentleman on the photo that is now being flighted there, who's on the right side, that's actually accused number 3 here at court. There's no doubt about that. Do you understand?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Uma usho-ke ukuthi lo mbesa-ke okhonjwayo laphayana noma nichazayo kuyisandla sasokudla ukuthi unumber 3 la enkantolo. Okay.
Are you putting to him?
I'm putting his mind at ease, my lord.
Now about number 3 and what have you? Are you putting it to him?
Yes.
That the person on that photo is in court?
Yes, it's accused number 3.
Is that so? Okay.
Yes.
Fine. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, fine.
That is accused number 3.
Right.
Yes, thank you. And he's appearing in a number of pictures in the photo album that you've compiled.
Futhi-ke ukhona kuyithombe eziningi-ke kule album oyihlanganisile.
Do you understand?
I do understand.
Ngiyakuzwa.
Thank you. Now, at the inception of your testimony, you said some pictures might be taken through the gadget itself, that is now the cell phone that a person is in possession of, or they could be sent from somewhere else. In other words, they could be forwarded from another phone. Do you still recall that?
I recall that.
Ngiyakhumbula ngishilo-ke ekuqaleni ukuthi kungenzeka ukuthi iy'thombe lezi kusetshenziswe wona-ke umakhalekhukhwini lo ezitholakala kuwena noma-ke zithunyelwe omunye umuntu ngenye ifoni.
Let's park it there. You're saying you've been attached to the POCC since 2013 as an analyst. In paragraph 2 of your 212 affidavit, not so?
That's true.
Ngishilo-ke la kumbiko wami ukuthi ngisebenza lana-ke kule POCC kusukela ngayo-ke u-2013 nanjengomhlaziyi.
What does POCC stand for?
Stand for Provincial Operational Coordination Center.
Kumele yona-ke i-Provincial Operation Coordination Center, POCC.
Thank you. Now, you further say, as part of your prelude to your investigation, that as part of your duties, you're required to analyze information that is obtained from cellular telephones, namely incoming and outgoing calls, phone contacts, and SMSs. Is that so?
That's true.
Ngishilo ukuthi nanjengengxenye yomsebenzi wami-ke ukuhlaziya-ke information etholakele-ke ku-cell phone, ama-calls ewenzile kanye futhi nalawo ewatholile kanye nama-SMS.
Now, that is exactly what we have done as per Annexure A and B, not so?
That's true.
Iloko-ke engikwenzile-ke kulokufakazile namo-Annexure A kanye no-B.
And to augment that, or to put a cherry on top after you have done that, you'll then go and testify in court on a regular basis in South Africa on what you have just done. Is that so?
That's true.
Nokuthi nginikeza ngobufakazi ngathi-ke isikhathi esiningi-ke kwiyinkantolo zala eNingizimu Afrika.
There is this other information in the very same paragraph that I'm going to request you to explain it to me in very simple terms. You are saying, as part of my duties, I am required to analyze information obtained from cellular telephones, namely incoming and outgoing calls, phone contacts, and SMSs. That is after the information was retrieved by the POCC downloaders unit. Do you understand that?
I do understand.
Can you please explain that? After the information was retrieved by the POCC downloaders unit.
But I will say we have people who download
Yes,
phones specifically,
yes,
only download. They deal with downloading.
yes.
We have people who deal with analysis of that information that has been downloaded.
Yes.
I myself, I do both.
Okay. La emaphoyiseni-ke sinabo-ke abantu abathi nje bona wabo umsebenzi ukuthola-ke imininingwane noma ukudalena ebizwa ukuthi ukudownloada, sibe nabo-ke ama-analyst noma-ke abahlaziyi. Mina-ke ngikwenza kokubili. Yes.
So, okay. So in other words, you download and also analyze.
Yes, I download and analyze.
Mina-ke ngiyadownloada bese ngiyahlaziya-ke.
It says incoming and outgoing calls, phone contacts, and SMSs. Do you follow?
Yes, I'm following.
Ngiyakuzwa-ke la ufunda khona ukuthi ama-calls enziwayo, ama-calls atholwayo, ama-contacts kanye futhi nama-SMS.
And from there, because you are saying you're doing both, I would also understand that you are a POCC downloader. Then from there, you go to court and testify on a regular basis in the course of South Africa and the country. Is that so?
That's true.
Bese ngiyake enkantolo ngiyonikeza ngobufakazi.
You've just testified about pictures that were exhibited here in court. But in this 212 statement, I don't see any sentence that relates to the fact that you also called upon in the course and scope of your duties to also compile photo albums that you are getting from particular gadgets. It's very specific. It says your duty, it's about incoming and outgoing calls, phone contacts, and SMSs. Nowhere do they speak about photos. Can you explain that?
Yes, we do. I do also pictures as requested. If you request pictures, from the phone or memory card or whatever, I have duties to do that.
Uma kuwukuthi-ke kunesicelo-ke noma wenza isicelo sokuthi ngenze iy'thombe-ke nalokho-ke ngiyakwenza.
Thank you, sir. How long have you been in the employ of the South African Police Services? I'm actually not sure whether you're there. Are you in the employ of South African Police Services?
Almost 20 years as a member of South African Police Service.
Cishe-ke beneminyaka ewu-20 ngisebenza emaphoyiseni.
And how long have you been involved in this downloading of information, or in the capacity that you are involved now, which necessitated you to come and testify at court?
10 years.
Ngonyaka-ke iminyaka ewu-10 ngenza-ke wona lo msebenzi lo engifakaza ngawo namuhla.
In your curriculum vitae, which I think is what is contained in paragraph 4, it might not be a curriculum vitae as such, but these are the trainings which you have. Can you please point me specifically to a point where it says we are also trained with regards to downloading of photos in a gadget that has been brought to you, and thereafter you go on and compile pictures of the said photos?
There's one which is 4.11. That's the video enhancement.
Lana-ke ongibuza khona-ke ukuthi angichaze ukuthi yikuphi la chaza khona-ke ukuthi ngathola-ke uqeqesho ngokumayelana ney'thombe u-4.11 la ekhuluma-ke ngokwenziwankulu noma ukuhanjiswa kwe-video.
It includes also the pictures.
Lapho-ke kukhona ney'thombe.
On 4.15.
4.15.
Yes.
What does it say?
Apt 5 forensic image and video enhancement.
Lana-ke ku-4.15 ikhuluma-ke ngo-5 ukuthi-ke ama-forensic iy'thombe kanye futhi-ke nokwandiswa-ke kwe-video.
4.14 Anakapa crime intelligence analysis.
Bese kukhulunywa-ke la ku-4.14 Anakapa crime intelligence noma ukuhlaziya-ke kwe-crime intelligence.
4.17 and 4.18.
Naku 4.17 no 4.18 nalapho-ke iyachazwa.
.17 and 4.18 speaks about risk diversion. X-ray intermediate version 7.3 international accreditation in brackets, open brackets, risks diversion. 4.18, it's the same thing. It's just a duplication what has been said in 4.17.
It's not the same thing.
Akusiyona-ke into eyodwa leyo 4.17 no
If you can
4.18.
read, it says XRY intermediate, the other one says XRY certification.
Okay, thank you.
Then yeah, that's the ones.
And that's all.
That's the ones that I worked with.
Izona-ke lezi engisebenze ngazo.
My question is in relation to a cellular phone. Yes. Where is it indicated in your resume that you are also positioned to deal with information that relates to cellular phones?
Sorry. To save time, let's read two. I have been attached to the POCC since 2013 as an analyst.
Yes.
As part of my duties, I am required to analyze information obtained from
Yes.
cellular telephones,
Yes, madam.
namely incoming, outgoing, and phone contacts. I thought information is a generic word which encompasses even photographs.
Yes.
Information.
Yes, madam. I think he himself in his 212 does qualify what that information is, because it goes on to say, namely incoming and outgoing calls and phone contacts and SMSs. So I've read and understood that.
Yeah, but the information, all of that information comes from cellular devices. That's the point. Information. That's why I say it's a generic word.
As I'm saying, my lord.
Okay, go on.
And I do not intend to misunderstand this information, but he says, as part of my duties, I am required to analyze information obtained from cellular phones. Which information? He says incoming calls, outgoing calls, phone contacts, and SMSs. That's the reason why I'm a bit. I just want him to explain in what cap. Or this, although this is not your operational area, but upon request, you are able to do that.
It is my operational area, my lord.